Hello everyone, my name is Slade, I'll be your host, and welcome to Star Wars Did You Know? The Battle of Ord Biniir was arguably an inconsequential conflict between the Galactic Empire and the Rebel Alliance on an outlying and relatively unimportant world. However, because the battle was concluded with an Imperial victory on the same day as the Death Star was destroyed, the Battle of Ord Biniir would be heavily celebrated and propagandized by the Empire as a counterpoint to the Rebel Alliance's victory at the Battle of Yavin. The battle would take place in two stages, sometimes referred to as the First and Second Battle of Ord Biniir. During the first stage, a rebel ground force, supported by Y-Wings, attacked the Imperial garrison forces at Ord Biniir, overwhelming the Imperial ground forces and severely damaging the 233rd Fighter Wing that had been stationed to guard the planet. While Alliance forces celebrated their seemingly easy win over the Galactic Empire, Imperial High Command was already planning their counterattack. That counterattack would come on the same day as the Battle of Yavin, and would be spearheaded by the 181st Fighter Wing, who at this time were considered to be a disgrace and very undistinguished. However, thanks in no small part to the recent transfer of then Captain Sunter Fell, the 181st outperformed all expectations. Instead of being defeated by the rebels, was able to annihilate their Y-Wings, and with the help of Imperial ground forces, destroy the Alliance troops that had taken the planet, securing a victory for the Empire on the same day that the Rebel Alliance scored their most devastating defeat against the Empire in turn. Under normal circumstances, the Battle of Ord Biniir would have been inconsequential, and likely would not have made the Holo News. However, because of the Empire's devastating defeat at Yavin 4, the Empire hyped up and propagandized the battle and its resultant victory heavily, honoring the 181st that had fought so valiantly to retake Imperial territory. And while the planet they had retaken was minor, their victory, from a morale standpoint, was extreme. As it proved to the Empire, they still were more than capable of crushing the Rebel Alliance, and the Death Star was not indicative of a swing, rather a fluke. This battle would also see the rapid ascent of the 181st, from one of the Empire's worst fighter wings to one of its most elite starfighter groups. This status, forged under the leadership of Sunter Fell, would continue with the 181st, past the Battle of Endor, and into the Imperial Remnant, it even going so far as to carry them the whole way through to the eventual reformation of the Empire under Fell's descendants. I wanted to share this relatively minor battle, from the Legends canon no less, for a very simple reason, but I think it's an important reason. Many Star Wars fans like to create their own original characters, and so often, the question comes up when creating these characters: where was your character at the Battle of Yavin, the Battle of Endor, the Battle of Hoth? All these different conflicts, everyone always wants to know where these characters were. And I think there's a lot of pressure on fan creators to shoehorn their characters into major battles, because they just don't know of any other battles for them to take part in. And I want to emphasize that the Galactic Civil War, the Clone Wars, all of the Star Wars wars, whichever one you want to deal with, happened across a galactic front. On the same day that the Battle of Yavin is taking place, this minor skirmish between the Empire and the Alliance is happening half a galaxy away. And I think that's important for all fan creators, whether they're artists or writers, to understand, is that your character doesn't have to be present at every single major battle. They can have a story independent of the major events and still be compelling, interesting, and have a, let's say, impact on the narrative as a whole. And I encourage people who want to write for Star Wars or create original characters, don't limit yourself to the big battles, to the big set pieces. There's an entire galaxy to explore, and I encourage you, as fan creators, to explore that galaxy. And I hope this video helps you do that. Alright everyone, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to like and subscribe. There'll be more content coming. If you'd like to support the channel on Patreon, please do so. Every little bit helps. Until next time, this is your host Slade, and this has been Star Wars Did You Know?